Hi guys. So something that has been on my mind for a while now is Barbie movies. And it's because they keep coming up one way or another in some of my recent videos and they keep starting discussions in the comments. A few people have asked me for my personal Barbie movie rankings, which, yes, very good question. It's something I obviously have very strong opinions about because that's the kind of person I am. For those that have been around on my channel for a very, very long time, one of the earliest videos I ever made was a ranking of Barbie movies. It was specifically the modern Barbie movies, and I don't remember why I didn't just do all of them, but I did have to private that video because I made it before my channel was monetized and I wasn't too aware of copyright stuff yet. And that video got literally 20 separate copyright claims on it, so I do want to try again, but I think I'm gonna format it a little differently. What I have in mind right now is maybe two separate videos, one that's my top 10 favorite Barbie movies, and another that's my top 10 least favorite, just because I feel like if I do a full ranking, there's going to be a stretch in the middle where I'm just like, it's okay, it's fine, it's whatever, just let me know if that's something you're interested in. Anyways, to talk about the video that you're actually watching right now, something I do want to do a full ranking of are Barbie movie dolls, because that's an important factor, right? Dolls sell the movie, and movies sell the dolls. They're one and the same. Now, usually Barbie movies come with, a full line of dolls of a bunch of different characters. To keep this video from being 10 hours long, I am limiting it to 1 or 2 dolls per movie. I'm going to be focusing on what is the movie doll. If you're a Barbie movie connoisseur, then you know it's probably the doll of Barbie's big finale dress moment. The one that Mattel was like, if you're gonna buy any doll from this movie, it would be this one. The signature movie doll, I guess I should say. Now, just one quick word of warning. This is a ranking video, meaning it will feature some very subjective opinions. Ones that you might disagree with, and that is perfectly fine, I promise. You do not have to agree with me. However, I acknowledge that Barbie movies tend to be sort of emotional things for some people. So if it's something that will upset you, me having negative opinions of a movie or a doll that is close to your heart, I really just simply advise you to not watch this video. But otherwise, pretty straightforward, right? We're gonna sit here, we're gonna look at some Barbies, we're gonna reminisce, we're gonna gossip, we're gonna hang out with our good friend Barbara. So let's go ahead and get into it. So for some reason, I always order my Barbie tier lists with foods because I like the controversy that it creates in the comments. I thought it would be appropriate to do it like movie snacks. So the top tier is my all-time favorite movie snack, and the bottom tier is the worst. We know how tier lists work around here, right? I hope so. So my favorite movie snack, the one I always get when I go to the movie theater, cookie dough bites. Every time. I love these. No trip to the theater is complete without them. Next down, gummy bears. Maybe not my all-time favorite, but I still love them. They're a perfect snack. They do their job. In the middle is popcorn. Now, I'm not a huge fan of popcorn. I consider it just as basic of a snack as there is. I'll eat it, sure, but it never really satisfies me, I guess. It's just there. Next to last, Swedish fish. I'll eat Swedish fish if I absolutely have to, but I will not be happy about it. And finally, in the bottom tier, lowest of the low, Raisinets, because I hate raisins, and that's just that. Alright, we got our rankings, we got our Barbies. Let's do this. Starting off with the very first Barbie movie doll from Barbie and the Nutcracker. And obviously, we're starting off quite strong. This doll is gorgeous, obviously. You should probably get used to me saying that word, gorgeous, for this first part of the video. But I love her. She's so beautiful, so pink. And I also just really love ballet dolls, like, in general. I'm kind of biased towards them. You may not know this about me, but I did take ballet. And ballet costumes are so I majored in costume design in college, and that was actually something I wanted to do. I wanted to design for ballets specifically. Obviously, that did not end up happening, so here I am passing judgment on Barbies for a living. But I just have a really strong appreciation for that very classical ballet aesthetic, and I think this doll captures it so well. Maybe not the long, flowing curls, but that's a great doll thing to feature, even if it's not a great ballet thing necessarily. But yeah, this doll goes in cookie dough bites, for sure. Next, Barbie as Rapunzel. Again, gorgeous, obviously. I think any doll would have a hard time following up the Nutcracker one, though, and I don't know. She's giving everything she needs to give. Like, there's nothing wrong with her, but it's just kind of basic princess, you know? Does that make sense? I hope it does, because I feel like I sound insane. Maybe I'm just biased because she's also just not very nostalgic for me the way others from this time period are. I was born in 1996, so I was like the perfect age for these movies, and I had a few of the dolls. I had this one, and even back then, I don't think I liked her as much as the others. But like I said, she's still great, just not a personal favorite. I'll put her in gummy bears. Next, Barbie of Swan Lake. Amazing, incredible, stunning, gorgeous, beautiful. Did I say gorgeous? Gorgeous. I had this doll too, and she was by far my favorite. I think this is just the most perfect Barbie that ever existed. I think this Barbie can do no wrong. I don't think I even deserve to be in this Barbie's presence, because she's just on a completely different level than I am. And she knows. She deserves to know. She's just everything to me. I only have one thing to say to this doll, and it is thank you. So she goes in cookie dough, obviously. So Princess and the Pauper, and there's two dolls for this one, of course. You know, I catch a lot of heat sometimes when I say that I don't really care for Princess and the Pauper. And it's not that I think it's a bad movie at all. I just don't really share the opinion that it's like the best Barbie movie ever. It's not my favorite. It's not even one of my favorites, really, but we'll get there another day. But Annalise, what's the word of the day? Gorgeous. She's really, really pretty. This truly, really, like, they don't make dolls like this anymore. The detail in her dress and her accessories is stuff we don't even see on collector Barbies today. And this was a mass-produced Playline release. Like, the quilting in her jacket, the chain on her choker, she's incredibly well done. I am going to put her in gummy bears, and just let me explain. It's because I personally think that Erica's doll just has a slightly stronger design than Annalise's. I think maybe just the combination of the pastel pink with the blue and the dark hair, maybe it just makes for a more interesting design, maybe. But also the details, like the corset lacing and the flowers in her hair. I don't know. Is it controversial to think that Erica looks a little better? How about some engagement bait, actually? Tell me which one you think is better between the two. But I'm going to put Erica in cookie dough bites. Alina from Barbie Fairytopia. Alina for me is okay. I kind of feel bad that I don't have a super strong opinion on her, but it's just kind of the same as it was with Rapunzel. Like, Rapunzel is a perfectly fine, standard princess doll. And this is a perfectly fine, standard fairy doll. It hits all the right points. She does everything she needs to do. But I think among a lot of the other dolls, she just doesn't stand out too much. I also have just never loved the face mold they've used for the Alina dolls, and I don't know what it is, and the hair tendrils. I don't know. She's popcorn to me. Hot take, maybe controversial perhaps, but that's just what I feel in my heart. Annika from Magic of the Pegasus. This is a movie that I have not watched in a long time. I like this doll though. I think this specific shade of purple is just really satisfying to look at. She does have a 2-in-1 gimmick, as so many Barbie movie dolls do, but the way she comes packaged is the look I think I prefer. I also just love a stole moment. I'm weak for a stole. We all know this. I'm putting her in Gummy Bears. She's high up, just not quite Cookie Dough Bites, I don't think. Barbie Diaries. So it is a little bit difficult to judge a Barbie that is dressed in contemporary modern clothes compared to all these big poofy princess dresses. But I do think this is a really cute doll on her own. She's just so emblematic of her time, which is something I love. I really adore everything about her aesthetic. I want to put her in Cookie Dough, but I'm like, is it fair? Is she on the same level as Swan Lake? Yeah, I think so. Well, no. Well, I don't know why I'm, agonizing over this. I'm just gonna put her in Cookie Dough Bites. I'm gonna do it. Next, the second Alina from Mermaidia, another transforming doll, and a part of me kind of wants to knock off points for the plastic molded on bodice, but I'm not really anti-molded on tops as long as they don't look too bad, and I actually think this one looks fine. For the purpose of the doll, too, it works. I don't think it inhibits the look necessarily, and I do like the gigantic wings. I think my issue just, again, comes down to the face and the hair. Are they supposed to be like antenna? Like a butterfly? Am I onto something? I don't think I am. I'm not. Anyways, I'm putting her in popcorn. Genevieve from 12 Dancing Princesses. This is another that I need to rewatch because I have just not watched it in ages. Anyways, this is a really pretty doll that I think just has a really unfortunate gimmick. Her skirt is supposed to light up and twirl around. Is super apropos for a ballerina doll, right? The sad thing is that when it's not in motion and she's just standing there, I don't like how it looks. It looks weird and lumpy, and it it just doesn't fit. And I looked up more pictures and reviews of this doll just to make sure it wasn't that she just looked unflattering in the box, and it really just does not look that good. Which is sad because Genevieve does have a really pretty design, but I'm putting her in popcorn as well. Another Alina from Magic of the Rainbow. Again, I want to be clear that I am not staunchly anti-molded on tops. But I do think that the molded top on this doll does just make her kind of underwhelming. I love a rainbow, yes, gay rights and all that. Actually, this would be a sickening Pride Parade outfit, wouldn't it? But that's obviously not what they were going for. She's a pretty girl, but I have to compare her to the other movie dolls, so I think this is the first one we're gonna see in our Swedish fish category. Rosella from Island Princess. I know that the only thing people recall from this movie is that shit-ass elephant, but I do think this look is definitely one of the most iconic and memorable Barbie movie designs. It's a little different from what we've seen up to this point, right? Well, the dress is not exceedingly different, but I think the colors are what really set it apart, and the peacock feathers on the back are just such a moment. I think I can pretty safely put her into Cookie Dough Bites. I know the top tiers are starting to look a little crowded, but Trust me, these ranking videos always go the same way. We start off very, very strong, and then as time goes on, it just all starts going downhill. Barbie as Mariposa. I don't know. I feel like she's kind of meh. And maybe it's just because I've seen the big wings done before, but also maybe that's unfair. More than one doll should be allowed to have big wings, right? But aside from the wings, she's not doing anything for me, I don't think. So I'm gonna put her in popcorn. She's on thin ice, though. Liana from Barbie in the Diamond Castle. Or is it Leanna? This is another one I haven't watched in a very long time. This is gonna be really petty, too, but I don't like an orange and pink color scheme. Specifically, this, like, hot pink and bright orange. I'm sorry, Barbie. Like, it's a nice dress. She's got frills and layers and 17 pounds of glitter and yet another transforming gimmick. Like, that's everything Barbie movie dolls should have, but I don't like her. The only thing worse than orange and pink together is orange, pink, and purple. She was created to, like, specifically vex me, I guess. She's going into popcorn. Alexa, also from Diamond Castle, I think she has a much more pleasing color scheme. I also think the construction and design of her dress is a little more interesting too. Not the most amazing doll I've ever seen, but certainly an improvement. I feel kind of bad that Barbie keeps getting eaten up by her movie girlfriends, but like, well, no, maybe it's nice of her to let them shine. We love a humble queen. Anyways, Alexa goes one step above into gummy bears. Eden Starling from Barbie in A Christmas Carol. This is definitely one of the more low-key movie dolls, especially from this time period. Still cute. I really like the Victorian aesthetic, even if it's very, Barbie does Victorian and not a super faithful attempt. It's also fun seeing Barbie in red. In my mind, she's kind of a counterpart to the 1996 holiday Barbie. Like, this is what the holiday Barbie is wearing underneath her big fluffy coat. She takes it off once she's inside and gags everyone at the holiday soiree. When I do think, like, Barbie movie dolls, and I picture the lineup in my head, she's not one that necessarily comes to mind. And I don't know if it's right to call her forgettable, because I do think she's a very pretty doll. Her cat looks kind of insane, but I don't think I can deduct points for that. I mean, I have to put her somewhere. I think I'm going to put her into gummy bears. Barbie as Thumbelina. This doll is so unserious. Part of me wants to applaud the audacity, if nothing else, the attempt at just trying something different, I guess. And, like, she's cute. She's definitely cute, but cute next to gorgeous. Gorgeous is gonna devour cute, so she goes into popcorn. Corinne from The Three Musketeers. I love this doll. Another one of my all-time favorite movie dolls of all time. Like, okay, usually when Barbie movie dolls have this transforming gimmick, it's just like turning one skirt into another skirt, or one decent outfit into a horrible, ugly one. But this doll has two incredible looks. First, a gorgeous princess gown, stellar already, but also a cape and a mask and a sword. She's incredible. Like, no notes. She goes straight into cookie dough bites. Next, Merlia from Barbie in A Mermaid Tale. I do love mermaid dolls. I really do. Just maybe not this mermaid doll. I don't know. I feel like a lot of mermaid dolls try to pull off this, like, mermaid to human transformation thing, and it's not it. Just make a cute mermaid doll on its own instead. I think I would very much prefer that to two different looks, both of which just come off very underwhelming. So I'm gonna put her into Swedish Fish. Barbie from Fashion Fairy Tale. This is one of those dolls with two looks where one of them is just kind of ugly. Like, why would you even bother with that one? The main look is kind of cute, if a little basic, especially with the molded on top. I mean, she lights up, which is fun, I guess. I don't know, I'm just not feeling this one. I'm gonna put her into Swedish Fish too. Barbie in A Fairy's Secret. Again, she transforms, and one of the looks is just really, really ugly. Fortunately, I do think her main look, the fairy one, is cute enough that I can just safely ignore the other one. It's certainly not the most impressive look for Barbie, but I think it suits the aesthetic of the movie really well, and I like it, okay? I like it. I think she looks really cute and sweet, and I really like her. I can't in good conscience put her in the top tier. I know that, but gummy bears should be fine, right? I think so. Blair from Barbie Princess Charm School. It's common knowledge, I think, that this is my favorite Barbie movie. Sorry if that spoils an upcoming video, but I've talked about it a lot before. I love this movie. I do not love this doll, however. I think for a lot of reasons, this is just like the weakest big dress moment for a Barbie movie. I don't like that the molded bodice has the texture of like a gemstone. I think it looks so weird. I don't like the fabric used in the skirt. It looks really shiny and cheap. And the clip-on plastic school uniform top is heinous. It's so bad. The worst part is that Barbie's basic school uniform doll from this movie is actually way cuter than this one. No, I don't like this doll. Maybe she's not bottom tier territory yet, though, so I'm gonna put her in Swedish Fish. Barbie in A Perfect Christmas. Okay, hear me out. No, actually, don't hear me out. You have my full permission to beat my ass in the comments for this one, but I like this doll. I think that she's actually really pretty, and I like the dress. I think it's because I don't like very traditional Christmas aesthetics, like the red and the green Christmas tree and Santa thing, and I like when they have a little fun with it. I don't know, I acknowledge that I'm insane for this one, but I do like her. I'm putting her into Gummy Bears. Merlia from Mermaid Tale 2. So I know this is kind of exactly what I asked for, just a cute, basic mermaid doll rather than a heavily gimmicky one. Yeah, she has a 2-in-1, but it's just like a fabric tail you can take off. The problem is, I just don't really like her design. I don't like the top, molded on by the way, or the tail pattern, and when she's human, she just looks really boring, so Swedish Fish for her. Tori from Princess and the Pop Star. This one is a little tough for me because I do actually like her first look, the princess dress. I think the way it's styled and designed makes the molded on bodice blend in with the whole look well enough. Like, there were some good design choices here. Not some great ones, but some good ones. And the pop star look is like, I don't know, fine, I guess. Popcorn for her, I think. And Kira, also from Princess and the Pop Star. Now, Kira makes this job a little easier because both of her looks are just incredibly ugly to me. Barbie definitely wins this round. She goes into Swedish Fish. Kristen from Barbie in the Pink Shoes. Severely underrated movie, by the way, but she's another pretty cute ballet doll. She does have a skirt change gimmick, except the second skirt literally just does not match her outfit at all, so what are we doing here? I also just think compared to the other ballet dolls already on this list, she doesn't hold up quite as well, so I'll put her in Popcorn. Our second Mariposa doll from the Fairy Princess. This doll. So we know how I feel about pink and orange. So she's already at a disadvantage. And I also think she is overall just kind of boring. The big wings don't really save her, so I'm putting her into Swedish Fish. Barbie from A Ponytail. So I wasn't really sure which doll to use for this movie, actually, but I did eventually settle on the one that comes with the big set with all her sisters, because that is technically her big dress moment, sort of. Anyways, it's an ugly dress, no way around that. It's just a dreadful look. I want to put her into Raisinets, but no, I'm putting her into Raisinets. Lumina from Pearl Princess. I guess if you were going to do a transforming mermaid doll, this is how I would want it to be done, from one mermaid look into another mermaid look. And they're both cute mermaid dolls, I guess, but Barbie has done a lot of mermaid dolls in her lifetime. And it actually strikes me that the ones she does for movies are definitely some of the weaker ones. So, yeah, I'm gonna put her into Swedish Fish. Alexa from Barbie and the Secret Door. This doll is hideous. This doll is so ugly. Like, what happened? That's my question. What happened? There's just absolutely nothing here that is correct. No, I feel fully confident putting her into Raisinets. That is where she belongs. Barbie from Princess Power. I am a little bit torn on this one. Not that I think she's a good doll, because she really is not. But I do like the design of her superhero costume. I think it's cute, in theory. In execution, I mean, there's a lot of plastic going on, and then, like, a skirt. So it really doesn't make for the most exciting doll, does it? No. No thanks. I'm gonna put her into Swedish Fish. But it is a very unenthusiastic Swedish Fish. Courtney from Rockin' Royals. Ugly. You remember when I said we would be going downhill? Yeah, we're there. Like she's ugly. The gimmick is just lazy at this point. What else is there to say? Into Raisinets she goes. Also from Rockin' Royals, Erica. Also bad. Also ugly. I don't like it. Why did we ever let zebra print be a thing? She also goes into Raisinets. Barbie from Great Puppy Adventure. So we've officially entered the era where Barbie is just like a regular teenage girl and not an actress or a princess or anything like that. Is it fair to judge these looks too? Probably not, but I'm still gonna do it, and I'm still gonna call this ugly. Oh, Mattel, you had a lot of nerve. I'll give you that much. Anyways, Raisinets, yeah. Barbie from Spy Squad. Yeah, Mattel, you have nothing but nerve. This is garbage. Awful. Truly awful. Compared to what we were getting at the very beginning of this list, oh my god, it's so sad. It's just a fully molded on outfit. Fully molded on. That is abominable, inexcusable. Another Raisinets, absolutely. Barbie from Starlight Adventure. God, how hard we have fallen. And the worst part is that, like, with better execution and more attention and work put into it, this could have been a really cute doll. Maybe not the most amazing doll ever, but at least a pretty decent one. But I have to judge what we were given, and we were given absolute garbage, so yeah, into Raisinets. Barbie from A Puppy Chase. Barbie in Video Game Hero. We just cannot catch a break, can we? I see what they were going for, and it might have been really cool to have this Barbie who's vaguely anime-inspired in this different style, but Mattel obviously lacked the resources, or rather, they lacked the will to care to make a decent doll out of the idea. You already know where she's going. Raisinets. Barbie from Dolphin Magic. Boring, yawning, sloppy, lazy. Do I need to say anything else? Another Raisinets. Oh my god, this is so sad. Barbie from Princess Adventure. Guess what? I hate this doll. Big surprise. I know, this is just a horrifically uninspired look, especially for a princess-themed movie, which we hadn't gotten in a while. Yeah, no. Ugly. She's going into Raisinets. Barbie from The Lost Birthday. Okay, in all fairness, I guess this is technically a Chelsea movie, but this Barbie is still, like, she's not great. I don't like her. I'm putting her into Raisinets too. Malibu Barbie from Big City, Big Dreams. You know, I'll just rate her and Brooklyn Barbie together because their outfits are, like, not really too fundamentally different from one another. Brooklyn Barbie does have a slightly cuter face, but God, the low resolution on their dresses is killing me. It looks so bad. These dolls are awful. Raisinets for both of them. Last movie, let's see if we break the curse. Malibu Barbie from Mermaid Power. So, would you be mad at me if I said this was probably the best mermaid movie doll so far? I don't know, I kinda like her. I think she just utilizes the inherent plasticness of a mermaid doll pretty well. She has an interesting design. She looks fun. I'll put her into popcorn, but maybe I'm just desperate for something that's not a Raisinette. And finally, Brooklyn from Mermaid Power. She's definitely orange and pink and purple. She sure is, but she's still a lot better than some of what we've seen pretty recently. She's a perfectly fine mermaid doll, just for my taste, not as good as Malibu Barbie, so I'm gonna put her into Swedish Fish. So, here we are, the end of the video. Here's my personal ranking of the Barbie movie dolls. Looking at it now, yeah, I think I feel pretty confident in my placements. I think so. This was a fun video to make, to just really walk down memory lane. I love Barbie movies quite a lot, and I hope you do too, because I do really want to talk about them some more. I think they're just such a fun thing to have conversations about, even if people don't really share my opinions, because they're just such intense and nostalgic things for people, usually, and I just love seeing the different attachments people have to different movies. It's really fun. So now it's your turn. Let me know if you agreed, if you disagreed with any of my rankings. Let me know which Barbie movie dolls are your favorites, and also which ones are your least favorites, because that's fun too. But really, whatever's on your mind, let it out down there. And when you're done with that, just be sure to like and subscribe for any future fashion doll content. Thank you.